Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. A very interesting one today. Obviously, I don't know whether you guys use Twitter or not. I don't know how active you are in different social media platforms, but it was going all around Twitter yesterday, and I am in the EA FC Pro, whatever they call it now, Discord, so I saw this and confirmed it's true. EA in their official esports are banning three back and five back formations, which to me is very interesting. Five backs in particular are very well known within the community as being like rat formations. So in this video, I'm going to discuss them. I'm going to show some of the tactics that I think are pretty good to using these formations. But for the most part, just to talk and discuss in general the health of the game, what my thoughts are on five back and three backs, and of course, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think three and five back should be banned in the esport? What do you think it says about the game? I'm interested to know what you guys think. I've not tried a five back out yet this year. I've seen before EA officially banned it. Basically, when pros playing qualifiers, they have restrictions on their squad. So the restrictions tend to be like they can only have one icon, one hero, and two cards over 90. That doesn't include the icon hero. They could have like Mbappe and Haaland. And then the rest of the cards will have to be golds and under 89 or 89 and under. But EA have never done this before, but this year, like I said, they've put formation restrictions. So the only formations you can use are four back formations, which to me is very interesting. I've not used a five back this year, but a lot of pros were tweeting about, I think it was the 5-2-2-1, saying how insane it was this year. A lot of them were going to be using it. Obviously, that's changed now. With it not being allowed, they're not going to be able to use it. So I'll discuss to see if I think it's worth you guys using and just talk about the health of the game in general. I had used the 3-5-2. I liked it, but it felt a bit too open at times. So what we're going to do, I don't, to be honest, I'm not going to go too much in depth about the tactics. I'll just talk about the type of things I want. But let's look at the five backs. So when we look at the five back formations, there's five of them in general. My general thoughts on them are they are very limited in certain ways. The problem you have when you start allowing pros to use them is that pros are very good at just exploiting stupid things on the game. What do I mean by this? Do I mean the formation? Well, yes, to some extent, but I'm more talking about things like German crosses. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out iggm.com today, the best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out iggm.com today. That might not mean a lot to you. German crosses, not something I've really ever promoted on the channel because I don't like them. I don't use them myself. I think they're stupid. But pros tend to be very good at abusing all the broken ways of scoring. Five back is a lot more limited than most formations when it comes to scoring goals, so having broken ways of scoring can help. But a formation like the 5-2-2-1, I think that might even be new this year. This plays pretty similar to the 4-3-2-1. You just don't get the three centre mids, but you get a five back in defence. Obvious strengths of a five back are that it has five defenders, so it's going to be a lot harder to break down in general. This formation here, from what I think pros are talking about, effectively just saying is very OP going forward. But the thing about it is, five backs like this can actually be pretty good attacking when you put the right instructions in. From what I saw, pros were trying to set this up fairly similar to the 4-3-2-1. And when they would do that, they'd be able to, from there... Did I actually click that? No, I don't want to save these changes. I don't want to mess up my actual formation, so we'll be careful with that. But when we actually look at the formation and the things it does, it plays very similar to 4-3-2-1, so it could have a lot of strengths there. 5-3-2 can be pretty good as well. 5-4-1's more just an out-and-out defensive one. The 5-2-1-2, similar to the narrow, just you put a CDM in centre-back. So these formations in general will get to the three backs, but the five backs, very OP defensively, very hard to break down. And when you give it a pro, even harder to break down, and then it breaks the game a lot with that, and then the way they score goals. It just, I think for the esport, it just makes it a lot more boring. But a point I would like to make and discuss, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree, but I think the fact that EA are banning a formation says a lot about the development of this game, and that EA don't really know how to fix certain issues. If a formation's just banned, surely they could just make it so like a formation reality should have pros and cons. If a gun gets banned on Warzone or COD in competitive, it'll get patched so it's fixed. If a champion gets banned in League of Legends or a car got banned in Rocket League, they'll fix it. It won't be permanently banned forever. Whereas it just seems like EA don't really know how to fix that on FIFA. And I'm not a game developer. I'm not saying I know exactly what the fix is, but it's not my job to do that. I'm not supposed to be a game developer. I don't think 5-backs or 3-backs are OP to the point that they're impossible to play against and they're the only formation to be using. And I definitely see the issue that they are a lot more boring to watch. When the game's very defensive, it's boring, and that's not good viewership for the esport. But what do you guys think? Like, do you agree with me that it says a lot if EA can't fix it themselves? They don't know what the fix is to make them not OP or not really boring to watch. Because ultimately, if you play an all-out defense in one of these, you should be able to get broken down. The problem is though, no one does play all-out defense. They just play defensive whilst having OP ways of scoring. So for me, it says a lot about the state of the game and how EA are developing it if they just can't fix obvious issues like formations being too OP defensively. Like in real life, 5-back doesn't just mean suddenly you can't concede anymore. You're stupidly hard to break down when real teams play. In terms of the 3-back, I guess the argument EA would probably make is that the left mid and right mid are put on stay back while attacking. Not stay back, they'll be put on comeback. And then it can kind of turn into a 5-back. The 3-5-2, a lot of people have said is OP in terms of how it attacks at times, the amount of options it gets. Again, my view would come back to why do we need to fix formation in the sense of, or not allow a formation? Can we not just fix it? Should EA not allow lots of different ways of playing, but make it so it's not just boring and people can't not break them down? It's a tricky one. I can see both sides. I think for the esport probably will be good. But like I say, I think a long-term better fix would have been just EA being able to make it so these formations aren't too OP. In terms of tactics, I think that 5-back, you definitely need to set it up like the 4-3-2-1 this one. And you definitely want your wing-backs on overlap. I've seen 5-backs before. If you don't put the full-backs or wing-backs even on overlap and just stay back, you don't have enough width and the formation tends to not be very good. So there are ways to set it up. Maybe I'll do a 5-2-2-1 tactic in the next week or so. The way I set it up will never just be all-out defense or boring, but I think they are pretty good. And then we'll have a quick look at some of the SBCs that are out there. I've not discussed them recently, but Kevin De Bruyne, if you have fodder, fairly good. I think the best value player in terms of ones that's pretty good at the moment is this card. She's got very good play styles, 6 of them, and just a very well-rounded card in general. This one's awful. Marquee matchups tend to be pretty poor. Madsen, too slow. Chubarakpom, 3-star, too many bad stats. This guy, if he had some play styles, would be good. But 3-star, awful on the ball. Not the best at passing, no play styles. Why would you pay that for him? EA, I'm really worried that they're going to completely screw up play styles and not add them to players. This guy, if you'd have given him aerial threat, press proven, and power header gold or something, would have been a lot more interesting. EA, please, if you are listening, put play styles onto players. We want play styles to be added. Play styles makes the game better. So please, EA, do what you just don't be lazy. Upgrade cards. I don't want to see R9 have the same playstyles on his 99 juice card in July next year that he has now. But I'm worried that EA are going to be lazy and just do that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know if you guys like these type of videos where I discuss the state of the game. Let me know, of course, as well, like if you like when I just do little bits at the end about SBCs, current state of the game in general. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.